Here I am, this is me. There is nowhere else I could rather be. I don't know which album this song belongs to, but it was humming in my brain, so that's why I sung it on the mic today for recording today's episode. Yesterday I read a word on Instagram. It was called asshole. Ask means to ask something. So an asshole is a person who keeps asking you things, but then he does exactly opposite. This immediately reminded me of a person who comes to a gym and then asks for tips, and then when you see him doing exercise, he does completely opposite. He's an asshole. So the prime example of an asshole is this. Yeah, we can use another word for it which is coming to your mind, but then let's stay sane in a podcast because it's a public platform and we cannot use bad words. Okay, it is September 12th, 2024. I am about to leave for a gym, but prior to that I thought of doing certain things, or I do actually certain things on daily basis. Among them, I have started reading, reciting, I can say, and understanding the meaning of Quran, which is the next upcoming task. And I'm reading, let's say, lines or two on daily basis, and I'm trying to understand. Yesterday, I was listening to Osho, and there was one very significant thing that he mentioned, that you were born and you realized it later on. The way also I have mentioned it in my book, that when I started recognizing things, my parents and many other cousins and uncles were already there. So that's when I started recognizing myself as well, experiencing my existence. And my existence was not in my hands. And he goes on saying that nor is your death in your hands. When the death is not in your hands, when you're coming to the earth or this planet is not in your hands, whatever happening in between, do you think that it's in your hands? So this made me realize and understand and reach to the conclusion that we are not people who actually make our lives the way they are. They are supposed to be that way. Yes, I don't know, our decisions do affect it, but our decisions come from our thoughts, and our thoughts arise from our mind. And we are not the makers of the thoughts. We are not the makers of our feelings. I realized it, even I have spoken it in another podcast, that there are feelings you develop for a person. You cannot undevelop them. It happens all by self. It's not voluntary. It's involuntary, like the beating of heart, like the breathing. And same is the case with the thoughts. You may think that you had done it. You may think that you are thinking it this way, doing it that way. But what is the source of that thought? How does it arise from your brain? Is it because of your intellectual capacity that you have developed? Why did you follow that path of developing intellectual capacity by reading those books in the first place? Is it you who is doing it? It led me to a very strange and confusing things, which made me realize nothing is in your hands. Not your life, not a thing about anybody else's life. Things that are happening to you are bound to happen. You're made the way so that these things happen to you. If bad things are happening, they are probably going to make you stronger. And if you survive. And if you do not survive, probably it was written that way. So, I don't know, I just cannot blame anybody, anything for the happenings around, for the injustice, for many other things, because they are planned that way. I'll leave you with this thought. What do you think about the happenings, the doings in your life? Are you in control, or is somebody else? I'm Sufi, logging off with the hope to see you again. Take care of yourself and take care of those who take care of you.